Today we are checking out a brand new community, and so new in fact that they haven't even had their grand opening yet. So that means we're some of the first to get our eyes on them. We're going to be checking out our bungalow with the detached above garage bonus. So whether you're looking for that extra space for that extra family member, or if you just want your property to produce you some income, make sure you stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this one. Welcome in and welcome back, everyone. And if you're new here, my name is Dylan Concepcion, trusted Central Florida real estate advisor. And today we are back in St. Cloud at the same community we were at last week, checking out our Baldwin home. It is going to be 3 to 4 bedrooms and 2.5 to 4.5 bathrooms. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because we're going to be going over location for those who are unfamiliar, as well as a full numbers breakdown with Coach Contra at the end of the video. So with that being said, let's jump straight into the tour. As soon as we enter, we are going to step into our foyer. And to the left of me is going to be a guest suite. Now this room actually comes as an office slash flex space, and you can actually have it upgraded to add the bathroom and the walk-in closet, so it works as more of a guest suite. So let's take a look. Stepping off of our upgraded tiles and onto our cozy carpet, we will be seeing carpets throughout the bedrooms in this home, which is standard. And this is the upgraded bathroom along with our stand-up shower. And we actually have a decent sized walk-in closet in this room. Stepping out of our bedroom number 1 and continuing just this way, we are going to have a dining space just right here. Next up is going to be our living space as soon as we walk out of the dining room, and we get a ton of natural light downstairs from all the windows on the first story. And I'm such a huge fan of having the balcony on the second story that allows us to look over and look into our living space downstairs. Now, before we step over into our kitchen, I just briefly want to walk through this area. We're going to have our Harry Potter closet slash understairs storage just right here. And just this way behind me is going to be our linen closet. And guys, it's locked, so unfortunately I can't show you what's behind that door, but behind this door is going to be our half bath. Now, if we keep walking this way, we'll get to our kitchen. But before we step into our kitchen, just right here are the stairs that take us to our second story. And just outside of our kitchen, we're gonna have another area where you can put a dining table. And just behind me is the door to our covered lanai. So we're gonna walk outside and we're gonna take a look at that above garage bonus. So let's take a look. And just behind me is going to be our 2-car detached garage. And now the builders are currently using it as a model center. So we are unable to get in. It is currently locked, but I did take videos for you guys, so you will get to see the upstairs now. So let's take a look.
We are currently on the scene with Coach C. Thank you, Dylan. And we are currently standing on the scene to talk about our NAR settlement changes. There's been some huge changes to the way realtors are allowed to conduct business. We are no longer allowed to represent buyers unless we have a written agreement in place first. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video so we can talk about it in class. And back to you, Dylan.
Now walking through our breezeway, we are going to step back inside our home. And guys, I love the warm welcome we get once we step inside. We're gonna have our kitchen directly to the right, and we have direct lines of sight of the rest of the downstairs. Starting in the kitchen, we're gonna have a huge island with breakfast bar. And now we get storage along the inside of the island as well as under this breakfast bar as well. And now the appliances we get included is going to be our dishwasher, our microwave, and our oven stove. So no gourmet kitchen, and that is not an option in this house. What we get is just our standard equipment. And real quick before we move on from our appliances, me and my camera missus were speaking about what this is called. Now I refer to this as a griddle. She called it a kamal, so I'm curious what you guys call it. So let me know in the comments. Now coming this way, I'm a huge fan of the all white kitchen. So we have the upgraded subway tile backsplash, as well as our 42-inch uppers with crown molding. And let's check it out. Do we get it? Now it looks can be deceiving, but we do not get slow close in this home, which is okay because that is an affordable feature that we can have put in after closing. No refrigerator included, guys. I know it's unfortunate, but we do not get a refrigerator in this home. Now, our last stop is going to be our pantry, so let's take a look. Now we're gonna check out the second story, so I'll meet y'all upstairs. And welcome upstairs, everybody. We are stepping onto our cozy carpet, which we will be seeing throughout the entire second story. Just coming upstairs, we're going to pass our 2 windows, which I'm a huge fan of because they do bring in a ton of natural light, especially in the staircase area. Just behind me is going to be 2 bedrooms, our laundry room, and our bathroom. And just behind you guys is the master, which we'll check out at the end of the video. So let's go take a look at bedroom 1 and 2. Now, both of our bedrooms upstairs are going to be mirrored. So that means what you see in one, we'll see in the next. So our 2 front-facing windows that bring in a ton of natural light. And these rooms are slightly oversized, and we are going to get the same closet in both. And now let's go check out our next bedroom. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these rooms are slightly oversized, and I wanted to add a little bit of context as to why. So on the front of the house, we have a protruding face that actually pushes outward where our windows sit. And as you guys can see, our walls on the inside are pushed back. So it creates such a perfect utilizable space for a desk or a dresser without taking up anything else from the rest of the room. So continuing this way, we're gonna walk towards our laundry room, which is just to the right. And now this is what I was talking about, guys. I never understand why laundry rooms are closer to the kids' bedrooms, because they're just gonna throw all their dirty clothes in there anyways. No washer and dryer included, so let's take a look. Just behind me is going to be our guest bathroom, so let's take a look. And now we're gonna walk into our master. And now we're gonna walk into our master bathroom. First up to the left of me is going to be our upgraded glass shower enclosure. And we're gonna see the same tiles we get on our floor about 3/4 up the way to the ceiling in our shower enclosure. And of course we have our double his and hers vanity sinks. And just to the right of me is going to be our water closet. To the left of me is our linen. And now let's check out our walk-in. And that is going to conclude our tour for the day. So all that's left for you guys to do is stick around to learn about location if you're unfamiliar with the area, and stay tuned for Coach Contra and his full numbers breakdown. And I'll catch you all in the kitchen for the outro. Peace. Here we have a map of Central Florida. Highlighted in blue is St. Cloud's boundaries. Branching out, we'll see our routes to Orlando, Tampa, and our nearest beaching city, Melbourne. Orlando being only 30 to 40 minutes away.
is home to Mickey Mouse and Disney World, as well as other major theme parks, Universal and SeaWorld. Orlando also houses professional sports teams such as the Orlando Magic, Orlando City, and the Solar Bears. Tampa, being about 2 hours and 6 minutes away, is also home to many professional sporting teams such as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Lightning, and Tampa Bay Rays. Also housing my favorite theme park, Busch Gardens. And our nearest beaching city, Melbourne, 1 hour and 5 minutes. Taking a closer look, we have a local view of St. Cloud. Our community and home location is being circled and marked by a pin drop. I often refer to this portion of St. Cloud as St. Nona due to its close proximity to Lake Nona. When I lived there, we often utilized the amenities of Lake Nona almost every day, which is one of the great things about our location, being situated so nicely in between popular areas, Lake Nona and Sunbridge. Starting with Sunbridge, a master plan community with over 15 years left of development. Lake Nona's developers Tavistock are promising this to be bigger and better than Lake Nona, promising local schools, a quaint downtown area with boutique shopping and restaurants, and a 47-acre man-made marina, a great location if you're looking for long-term equity. Lake Nona has a really new and cute downtown area with a lot of boutique restaurants, home of the Wave Hotel and Orlando's Medical City, which features a New Morris Children's Hospital, Orlando VA Medical Center, and UCF's College of Medicine. Now if we head down Narcoossee Road and turn into downtown St. Cloud and continue up, we'll reach Lakefront Park. Located just 15 minutes from our community, Lakefront is home to Krabby Bill's and also offers beach-like areas, walking paths, children's parks and splash pads, as well as has some really nice marina views. It's an all-around really nice area to just walk and drive through. And finally, MCO, Orlando's International Airport, is only 35 minutes away.
Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for stopping by my class. My name is Coach Contra, and we're going to jump straight into it today, starting off with our NAR settlement changes. The way realtors are allowed to conduct business has changed. Us as realtors are no longer allowed to represent buyers without having a written agreement in place prior. And guys, I know this sounds weird, but it's no different than our current listing agreements. When you're going to sell your home, you'll need to hire an agent and sign a listing agreement, stating that the agent is representing the seller, disclosing their compensation, as well as that they will be marketing the property on the MLS. And our BBAs, our buyer brokerage agreements, are no different. The goal of our BBA is to have a fully transparent relationship and disclosure between the buyer and the buyer's agent, which helps you guys by holding me accountable, making sure that I help you guys accomplish your goals in a desirable and timely manner. And if you guys are curious or want to learn more, feel free to reach out to me with any questions, as I am very familiar with our BBAs, as I have utilized them in my past. So with that being said, let's jump into our incentives. Our community currently has some really good incentives going on right now. They're currently offering 3% of the purchase price, as well as 1% of the purchase price to help lock your interest rates up to a year. Guys, our build time can be anywhere from 12 to 15 months. So in that time, interest rates can change. So with that 1%, you guys are allowed to lock today's rate in. Moving forward, we are going to jump into our home value, and these homes start at a base price of $495,995. And yes, I said base price. If you guys choose to go with a to-be built, you will have the opportunity to go to a design studio and pick out all your interior finishes and jack that price up. Moving on, our HOA is only going to be $172 a month, as well as a CDD of $145. And guys, that's going to include your lawn care for the bungalow homes. And with that being said, we are going to move on to our loan options. And before I start, guys, I would like to start off by saying I am not a lender. All the numbers I bring to you are for educational purposes only, to help you guys have an idea on where to start. All these numbers are subject to change anyway, so please don't go attacking no sales rep saying, oh, Coach C. Guys, these are subject to change and are for educational purposes only. So starting off with our first loan of the day, it's going to be Old Reliable, our FHA, at 3.5% down. We're looking at a down payment of $17,360 with a credit score of 580 to qualify. Jumping into our conventional loan, the most common down payments we see are 3%, 5%, and 10%. At 3%, we're looking at a down payment of $14,880. At 5%, a down payment of $24,800. And at 10%, our down payment is going to be $49,599 with a credit score of 620 to qualify. And guys, I'm frequently asked, what's the difference between FHA and conventional? If I can pay 3.5, why would I pay 5, 10? And it's super simple. If you are paying 5 or 10, our larger down payments go to our buyers who are looking to acquire their second home. So whether you're looking for your next primary residence or an investment, you are going to be looking at a higher down payment. And now, as far as the main difference between FHA and conventional, it's going to be that PMI, our primary mortgage insurance, which can be an additional few $100 on top of our mortgage every month. And the main difference being with FHA, the PMI is going to be there the entire duration of the loan, whereas with conventional, our PMI is going to go away at 20% equity in the home. And if you guys need to go FHA for down payment purposes or credit score purposes, that is okay, because you are actually able to refinance out of your FHA into a conventional once you hit that 20% and have that PMI removed. And that brings me to our next loan, which is going to be our VA. Shout out to all my veterans out there. We truly do appreciate everything you guys do. And the VA appreciates it so much that they hook it up with a 100% financing loan. That is a big whopping $0 down. All my veterans are responsible for is coming to the table with closing costs. And I'd like to briefly discuss our Hometown Heroes loan. Hometown Heroes is the easiest down payment assistance program in Florida. So if you guys would like to take advantage, make sure you reach out to me, because these are limited funds and they will not last forever. So make sure you reach out to me or Dylan so we can get you updated ASAP. And now moving on to our final segment of the day, which is going to be our closing costs. I calculate our closing costs at a rule of thumb of 4%, so that when my buyers get to the closing table, it is typically less. And at 4%, our closing cost is going to be $19,839 for our closing costs. And that is our final segment of the day. So thanks for stopping by, and back to you, Dylan.
Thank you, Coach C. We appreciate you as always. And as you guys can see, we are back in the kitchen. As a final recap today, we were in St. Cloud once again, checking out our builder's Baldwin model. It has 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 4.5 bathrooms, and sits at a square footage range of 2,441 square feet. This is usually the point in the video where I take a quick second to say thank you to all you lovely folks out there for showing love and supporting my channel thus far. And if you haven't heard me say it yet, my name is Dylan Concepcion, trusted Central Florida real estate advisor, and I go all over Central Florida touring new construction communities and homes so you guys don't have to. So if you found any value in today's video or my previous content, you should consider hitting that like button and subscribing. 1, because it is free, and 2, it helps my channel go a long way, but it also keeps you guys in the loop so you aren't missing any opportunities similar to this one. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.